Hi everybody. If you were on here, I'm so sorry. I was trying to go live and my constant glucose monitor kept popping up and taking out my screen. It was shutting off my live, so I had to mute that for just a couple minutes. I already kind of knew where my blood sugar was at, so we are good. I am Jaime Springman. I am the owner of Riverstone Cottage Gifts, and I am coming on here live to talk to you guys about just what we do here, who I am, all of that kind of stuff, because I have new followers and I want to welcome all of you. I am so grateful for every single one of you. And so I have not gone live in a long time to explain to people who I am, what I do, and why I do it. Okay, so here goes, right? Let's hope this one takes this time. I'm looking to see if I am live. It says that I'm live. Okay, so I am a small business owner. I've been an entrepreneur for many years now. I love what I do. I absolutely just love being around a creative space. I love having the creative flow, and I love having organization so I can create. Organization to me is like everything labeled where it needs to be. I can find it at a moment's notice. That is my kind of organization. Not for everybody, but it's what I do. So I have literally got things labeled everywhere around the office because I need to know where everything's at. It just makes me feel calmer and more in control. And I was just recently diagnosed with OCD anxiety. I had anxiety, I had OCD, but I guess I have them together. So that's new. And I mean, I've always had it, let's just be honest. And so I'm kind of learning the things that trigger that and how to stay away from that. Well, stress is a really bad trigger because it also skyrockets my blood sugar. I am a type 2 diabetic. So when I started creating, it was more to get into a relaxed zone. I've been creating and crafting since I was a little kid. My mom was really big into making dream catchers and mandalas and arts and all of that kind of stuff. So I've always been creative, and it brings me closer to my mom. I lost my mom last year, and it has been a really, really rough couple of years. I lost 7 family members in a very short amount of time. So stress is not good for diabetics. It's not good for anybody, but it's really not good for diabetics. And so I really started being more of an entrepreneur to help combat that a little bit. So I have pivoted quite a bit. If you've been following me for a while, you know this. I was with another company. I loved it. I did really, really well. They helped me, find my voice, and I'm so grateful for everyone that I've met from that company. But it was time to move on. And so I now run my own business. I was running this business before. I just was using other products basically to have different product lines. Now I'm solely the one who does all the products. Now I do have curated products that I do buy from wholesale and resell. I do that because I like to have a variety for people. And I also love some of the things that I'm not able to create, or I could create, but it just takes a lot of time. So I do 3D prints, I do sublimation, DTF. If you don't know what DTF is, that's direct to film. It's kind of like screen printing / vinyl / sublimation. It's a combo of kind of all of that. It's super, super cool. Right now, my DTF printer is down. I got to get a new printer head for it. It's been a nightmare, but I have been pivoting to other things. So today, I've been spending the day doing mock-ups for my website, and I've been making ornaments on the mock-ups. So I've got 28 of them so far on the website. If you don't know my website link, it is www.riverstonecottage.com. I will put all of this information in the description of this video. If you are watching this on Facebook, amazing. If you're watching this on YouTube, cool. If you're not following any of those and you just so happen to pop in, there will also be a link to follow all of our socials, stay in touch, be in the loop, all of that fun stuff. I also am a proud sponsor of 3 Creative Souls, who I absolutely am so honored to be part of, and their links will also be in that link tree. So I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, and maybe you've met me at these events, but I do Scarefest and Comic-Con here in Lexington, Kentucky every year. I've done Scarefest for 4 years. 3 in attendance because 1 year I wasn't able to attend. My mom got really sick, and I'm so grateful I had that time with her. And then I did Comic-Con this year. I'm doing Comic-Con next year. And so I love being around other creatives. I love doing what I do. I absolutely love it. And whenever I do these events, I get so excited and I get so nervous, and I still just have so much fun with it. And that was what I told my mom I would always do. Once it became like, I don't want to do this anymore, I would pass that on, this business on to one of my kids or something like that. So I love what I do, like I said, and I made a promise to my mom that I would absolutely stay in that creative space because it helps me. It just gives me that vibe and that fulfillment that I need. And so as you can see behind me, this is some of our filament right here. We have, obviously you can see some 3D prints back here. I've been creating things for Comic-Con because it is in March, and March is not that far away, let's be honest. And so I like to have products ready to go because your guys' equipment, my equipment breaks down sometimes. It has done it multiple times. We pivot, we make it work. I have 2 3D printers. I'm blessed to be able to have bought them. I used my money from my events to buy them, so that was a great investment into my business. I have 2 of them. I am not sponsored by any of these companies, by the way, and they are the Bamboo Lab P1Ss with the AMS units, and I absolutely love my 3D printers. I have so much fun 3D printing and creating those. Sublimation is more hands-on, where I roll the tumblers myself. I set up the designs, what I want to print, where I want to print them from, all of that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit more hands-on, which I love to do, where I can get the bamboos going and then I can literally switch over to sublimation. I do mugs, tumblers, metal signs, canvas prints. We just got phone cases. Super excited to bring that in. I have not messed with my phone case press yet. I've had it for a while. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been so busy with other things, and so I want to play with that so bad. So I have a sublimation printer and a DTF printer, and obviously my 3D printers. Those are my printers. Now I do also have a WeCreate, which is a laser cutter. So I'm getting ready to start doing like wood crafts for the website. I'm going to bulk make wood crafts. Let me see. I have one right here. Let me see this one here. Hold on, guys. I just printed this to see what it would look like. I obviously have not put it together. It's in pieces. But as you can see, like the Merry Christmas, obviously the E is not in it. You would have to put the E there. I cut the round. That is a 11-inch round. I've cut the deer that go at the bottom. And we will be making things like this so you can create really cute craft projects with wood. I will be doing videos how to paint them, how I paint them. I always tell people, guys, it's like a recipe. It is meant to just be a guideline and you can make it your own. So if you're really into crafts and you're really into designing things yourself, I suggest, you just kind of watch the video and just see how I do it and then just go from there. I am not super artsy. I will say that. A lot of people are like, wait, what? I am more of I do photography. That's my form of art, or creating things like this. But I'm not a painter by any means. So I might just paint it white and then put in a couple little, pieces of blue or whatever. And so I always suggest that everybody does their own creations. And I love to see what you guys create with the things that I have made. So those will be coming soon. I'm actually going to be working on that in the next probably day or two. I'm trying to get everything ready for the Black Friday deals. I know there's a lot of people that are boycotting the Black Friday sales, and everybody can do whatever they want. I'm just going to say this as a small business owner. A lot of small businesses rely on those deals, to help their bottom line. So if you are not going to support corporations, you might want to think about supporting small businesses, because we are not a multi-million-dollar corporation. So I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you shouldn't boycott. I'm not saying that you have to boycott it. I'm not saying you shouldn't boycott it. I'm not saying any of that. Everybody can do whatever they want. Just FYI. But I do want to let you all know that it is super important to support small businesses, and you can absolutely not buy anything on Black Friday, but just know that we have a Support Small Business Saturday, and there is Cyber Monday as well. And there are deals going on my website all month long. When you go and you log in, there's a pop-up that pops up on the screen, and it tells you the QR code or the promo code and what the sale is. So I have sales running all month long, and I even have a sale for Cyber Monday, because that's technically December 1st, which is literally right around the corner, which just blows my mind. And I will be doing some charitable stuff next year. I'm trying to work all of that out. Like I said, I sponsor some creatives who are just amazing. So grateful that I get to do that. And that is Beating with PTSD, Me with a Fox, and Agent Fast Fox. And they are just the most amazing creatives. They inspire me to do what I do. And so it's super awesome. You guys got to check them out. And I'm going to let you guys go, because I'm going to go over and still do mock-ups. So I have all of these ornaments on the website. I have 104 mock-ups, and I've only done 28. So that's how my day has been going. I hurt my leg yesterday or the other day, so I've been kind of hobbling around trying to do other things around the office. I got the 3D printers going with my custom print that's in there. I've got my We Create stuff ready to go for this weekend probably, and then we're going to go from there. So if you guys have not followed my YouTube channel, or you have not followed me on Instagram or Blue Sky or any of that, you will find the links in the description of this video, and you will find the links to follow my creatives who I sponsor. And I want you guys to have a fabulous day. Stay warm and dry wherever you guys are, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.